Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim, and I am doing an office design series where I take my vision for what I want my home office to look like and hopefully bring it to life as close as possible. I have been working in my dining room and the space right here that you see me in for the past 2.5 years, and we are nearing the end of our home construction. And I have been kind of planning out and designing our home office for how I want it to look, furniture, layout, things like that. This is part 2 in that series, and if you wanna check out part 1, I'll leave that video right here for you to check out, and part 2 is me just going over my vision board that I created and just showing that and getting crowdsourced feedback on maybe some pitfalls that I'm missing or some things that you would suggest to improve based on your experience, maybe building out your home office. So, it'll be a quick one, but let's get into it. Okay, so here is my Canva vision board, the first one I did where I kind of planned out how I wanted my office to look. I really, first of all, love all things Japan. I started this channel doing Japanese street fashion. I have been to Japan one time. I would move to Japan if I could. We love Japan in this house. I love sakura, bamboo, um, pinks, lavenders. I love natural wood aesthetic. I like LED lights, cozy seating, all of that. And so this was my original like inspiration for my office, which is very like feminine and lots of cozy lights and things like that. Part of this was a little bit too girly initially, if that makes sense. So I kind of thought about it again. I definitely want some elements of this, but not like too much, like too girly and like too many lights also. So I went with the V2, and then my V2 vision board looks like this. So there's still some like feminine elements, but it's more heavy on like natural looking things and natural colors. So I'm still going with bamboo and cozy with like greenery, pink, sage green, and beige are kind of the colors that I'm going for. And then I still want to retain the soft lights with some rainbow RGB lights and then like a warmer kind of hue in the room. And then the wood panels right here, but the wood panels here are something I've seen done everywhere in a lot of offices right now. And I really do like the wood panels because it adds some texture to the room and to the wall and to the space, but like not overdoing it. But I don't want an entire wood panel wall. So I think I want like part of it behind my desk to kind of add some dimension to the desk behind me, maybe like in the corner, kind of with the room layout. We'll have to see. Also, I don't want to spend like a fortune on wood panels. I know now they're probably cheaper now that there's more places that can make them versus before, but yeah. So like a strip of wood panels in my office would be nice. I also want like wood bookshelves. So, what's going on here? Just bring that down a little bit. This bookshelf in particular, I love this color of wood. I really like maple and bamboo, and I really wanted a bookshelf that was open. I debated between like the Billy bookshelf and like other bookshelves. I really want an open one because I feel like light in the behind the bookshelf or on the shelves of it can really highlight what's on the bookshelf and then bounce off of the wall, and then you'd be able to see light behind it as well. And yeah, so I really like this bookshelf in particular. I've seen some on Amazon and they have actually pretty decent reviews. So that's kind of like the color. There's also like bamboo. It would all be fake bamboo. I can't keep real plants alive. But I also have the Billy bookshelf here, as you see, but like I'm on the fence about it. Honestly, I think I lean more towards like half open shelf, half closed door, because I did mention we need the closed door elements because I have a toddler and I need things to be able to be out of sight, out of mind. He's actually pretty good about not opening cabinet doors. So I feel like if there's a door, he'll just ignore it. And he's pretty good about like not climbing on shelves either, but you know, we'd still bolt them down. And the bottom, I also have a standing desk here. So I already have a standing desk. I don't like the top. I don't like the color of the top, and the size of the top is too small given the size of the monitor that I have and the space that I want. So I will need to replace the top, but this is kind of the color of standing desktop that I am hoping to accomplish, and of white legs. I don't like dark legs. So yeah, I don't know what I was going for here with this picture, honestly. Maybe the light. So I do have like a giant parabolic light that is going to need to go somewhere. I think it's, I don't remember how big it is. It's kind of large. It's not like the largest size you can get, but it's not the smaller one either. It's like in between. So it needs a place to kind of hang out for when it's not in use. And then this is an example kind of pendant light. So I want a pendant light like in the corner hanging by some bookshelves and some plants. And so that kind of like rattan kind of wicker look is kind of something I want to try and keep in mind when searching for lighting, along with paper lanterns. And then this desk here is also a little bit of inspiration because I like how cozy it feels. I like the lighting as well, and I like the placement of things behind it. So that's to kind of give me some inspiration of like how I would want my desk to actually be kind of laid out. I'm not a maximalist. I'm also not a minimalist. I will have things on my desk. I like to have things on my desk, but not like too many things on my desk. So this is a good in between. Not a pegboard person, so there will be no pegboards. I do not like pegboards. They're just not my jam. There's also another example of a desk I kind of like that's more on like the minimal side. Honestly, y'all, what was I thinking? Because this is pretty masculine. That's too much wood. I don't care. I don't know what I was thinking with this right here. Maybe it's the wood. And then the seating is super duper important. I definitely want some cozy seating. One that's oversized that I can just kind of like plop into or like sit in and kind of work from, or like watch movies from, or read a book from, or like snuggle up with my kiddo in. And I love this shape of chair. I like the round one. I also like something that's more rectangular because it's longer and your legs can stretch out. So we'll just see what I really decide to do, whether it'll be something that's more like oval or something more square. Because I like the look of the oval one, but the square one makes more sense. The bottom two pictures in the corner on the right are also just some like light pastel RGB kind of look I want to keep going. I don't know if I'll do twinkle lights. I like the idea of twinkle lights. It might be too much. I got a lot of lamps. I've got a lot of lighting sources. Now I have another neon sign that I'm gonna have to find a place to put in this office, a good little spot. But this is kind of to keep me inspired as far as like the color I want to give off and the hue behind my monitor, because that really adds something to the space, I feel like. So yeah. Okay, I told you, quick video. That's my office inspo. Hopefully it helps keep my budget in line as far as not wasting money on things that, you know, in my mind look good but don't actually fit into the vision, as well as helping me reduce the amount of times I have to redesign this space. If you have any tips, please leave them below. I'd love to hear them. If you want to continue joining me on this office design series, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, all the things, and check out any of the previous videos I've done around my office design series. And if you want to check out any more videos from me, feel free to check out any of the videos that are coming up next.